Okay, first graders, we're going to do another free response question and answer right now. And we're going to start the same way we've been starting. We're going to be thinking about those 6 question words. How many of them can you come up with on your own? Let's see. So, again, you will be working in your journal. I'm using this page so that you have better understanding of what we're doing, but you can just write your response in your journal. So the question is, how does a mom duck protect her eggs? Okay, let's think of the 6 question words. What's the first one? Who? Do you remember what's next? What? When? Where? How? And why? Okay, so these are the 6 question words we're going to keep in mind. And we're going to see which ones are getting answered already in the question, which one leads the question, and if there's others that we need to be able to answer the question. Okay, so first let's ask ourselves who we are talking about. Here's the question again. How does a mom duck protect her eggs? So who are we talking about? We're talking about a mom duck. So let's mark that. We know our who. Okay, what is she doing? What is happening? Okay, she's protecting her eggs. So a mom duck protects her eggs. That's the what she is doing. When? Okay, nothing in our question asks or tells us when, and we don't need it to answer the question. Where? That's not in the question. Not necessarily needed to answer it either. How? There's our leading question word. How is she doing this? So we know the who, we know the what, but we're going to give more detail to the what to say how she does this. And then why? Again, it's not a leading question and it's not something that we already have the answer for in the question. So we probably don't need it. But remember, the ones we didn't need, so when, where, and why, could be used to add extra detail to your sentence to make it more interesting when you're working on your own. We're going to just stay with the basics though. So again, we always need to start our sentence with the noun. We want to say who we are talking about. So who are we talking about in this sentence we'll write? We're talking about a mom duck. So I'm going to start with the who, a mom duck. If you need more time to write, you can always pause the video. Mom duck. I'll zoom this in so you can get a little bit better view. Okay, so we've answered the question who. A mom duck does what? We always need to say what is happening. So what do they do? Protects her eggs. We usually have to add an S to the verb for it to make sense in the sentence. So a mom duck protects her eggs. I'm just going to add an S to that as I write it. Okay, protects her eggs. And then we need to answer the leading question, how? Okay, so let's look at the story. Remember, you can always look at the story more to be able to answer the question. Okay, so looking at the story, let's look at the pictures. We're going to use the pictures as our clues right now of where we will find our answer. Remember, the question says, how does a mom duck protect her eggs? Okay, so which picture tells us we're on the right page in order to find our answer? This one, or this one? Okay, it was the first one, right? Because in the first one, we can see that the mom duck is here with eggs. The other two pictures are after the eggs have hatched and the birds are growing. Okay, so let's get a little closer so we can look at this story. It says, okay, oh, I'm skimming. Do you remember skimming from last week? To look for eggs because we want to be talking about eggs. Okay, and I can see it says eggs here. It says the hen lays eggs. Then eggs here. The eggs stay warm and safe. Oh, warm and safe. That sounds like they're being protected. So I'm going to look before that. Let's just double check though. The last one where we see eggs says soon the eggs hatch. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's protecting the eggs right then. So let's look right before where it said the eggs stay warm and safe. I'm looking at the sentence before it. Go back to the capital. There it is. The hen places grass over the nest. Okay, so what did the mom do to protect her eggs? A mom duck protects her eggs. How? By, will help us answer the word how. By placing, what was it they said? The hen places grass over the nest. By placing, I have to change the form of the verb for it to make sense. By placing grass over the nest. Okay, and I end my thought with a period. So now let's make sure we answered the question all the way. How does a mom duck protect her eggs? A mom duck protects her eggs by placing grass over the nest. Do you feel like we answered the question all the way? Yes, I think we did. So down here, if remember, we have these things that we want to think about each time we write one of these sentences. So here on this side, did we answer the question? We can tell ourselves, yes, we did. And did we use the question and the story to find our answer? Yes, we did. You can see, again, we used almost all of the words from the question. The only word we didn't use was does. And then we found the placing grass over the nest. We got that from the story itself. Okay, I'm going to go through the checklist I want you to think about as you look at your sentence and fix things if you need to. Okay, look and think. Did you start with a capital? Fix it if you need to. Did you use the correct capitals? In this case, we did not need any other capitals, just the starting capital. Do we have an ending period? Do we have proper spacing? And did we use our best handwriting? If you feel like you can say yes to all of those things, then you have nothing left to fix and you are ready to show your work. I hope you're feeling more comfortable with your ability to answer questions in a free response format. And pretty soon you're going to be doing this all by yourself. So keep working, keep practicing, and happy learning.